you know, the thing about this content creative thing is you just gotta let the spirit flow. You know what I'm saying? So this was supposed to be uploaded weeks ago, and I decided to get sick with the flu. So here we go. You know, feeling better, back in my vibe. I feel like the universe does what it needs to do to get you on the path that you need to be on, to release the things that you need to release, to be present, you know? So I want this video to be just like a get to know me, chit chat, how I'm navigating the world, what my mental state is currently, and just the things, you know? I kind of want this to be like my little diary. I be having so much in my brain, and I feel like what better way than to share it, because my goal is to remind while also remembering. So it's like I'm probably not the only person who's having these mental thoughts and battles and realizations and epiphanies, and it's like, why not share it? Okay, so if you don't know who I am, my name is Simone G. People call me Third Eye Freak. I'm a mindfulness practitioner, I'm a spiritual advisor, life coach, all the vibes, but most importantly, I'm here to remind you that you are not crazy, nothing is wrong with you. We are just navigating being angels in this earthly world, you know? A few things about myself. It's always weird talking about myself. I'm not if you know, you know? But I am a Libra, Leo moon, Virgo rising. There's a lot there to navigate. My astrology girlies, tap in, help me get my brain together. I am 33. I live in Houston, Texas. I am from Gary, Indiana, 219, stand up. And yeah, I've been doing this work all my life. No, for real, but from a very young age, I don't know what it was, but people always just wanted to tell me their business. They vented to me, they talked to me, and that's literally the path of how I got started. I've always ran from being in front of people, from being like the leader. I'm like, I don't want none of that. That's not really my vibe. That's not really my thing. I don't like to be seen. And Spirit was like, baby, you don't have to go on, just go and get over that. And here we are. So yeah, what else? I don't really know. It'll come to me. Oh yeah, I'm married. Been married for a long time. I'm in love. I'm a lesbian. If that matters, it doesn't. But yeah, I'm just out here flowing. I'm out here just showing the world how to operate, and you know, doing my best. And as I'm remembering, and as I'm relearning, and then as I am elevating into different parts and versions of myself, I express that in different ways. I'm a poet. I write. I just started actually making music. I have a couple things dropping soon, and yeah, I'm just free flowing. I'm literally I do things that feel good to my spirit in those moments. I don't want to be. One of my things lately has been not to be tied down to labels, not to be tied down to being like, oh, I'm a practitioner, I do readings. I'm so much more, and I think that this year is definitely pushing me in towards like my other creative side of my brain, and using more of my right side, where my God side is, to kind of like guide me into more things. Because you know, being for the people all the time is not the easiest of journeys. So I know a lot of healers and, you know, practitioners don't have necessarily always the tools and assistance on their journey. We just think like, we supposed to heal, save as many people, get as many people on a boat, lead as many people to the water, but you don't realize like how much that work that takes when everybody's not willing and ready to be led to the water. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really just here kind of like doing it differently, and also showing other practitioners and, you know, other healers on their journey, like you don't have to do it the savior way, because it can take a lot mentally and tax a lot on your mental, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, you know, the state of the world is the state of the world. Everything is a little chaotic. I've definitely been more in this season focusing on the presence of life, just being present with the things that are currently in front of me, that I currently have control over, and the things that I can currently maintain. Anything else I don't even got time to worry about that. And it's not to like, you know, even beyond the spiritual bypass vibes. Like, I see everything. I'm observant of everything. But it also, the things of this world do not dictate my freedom, does not dictate my sovereignty and who I am and who I'm choosing to be, and the heaven that I am currently choosing to create. You know what I'm saying? And also being okay with not everybody's going to want to come to heaven. Not everybody's going to see that aspect. Not everybody wants to be liberated and free in the mind, you know? So a lot of this work that I do and a lot of the things that I talk about and that I want to share on this channel is about mental liberation. It's not even about the physical liberation of the money and the things, because I feel like all of that comes with time. But right now it's really about the mental liberation, reprogramming our subconscious. That's really where I've been at, because, you know, what you choose to receive, what you choose to store in your thoughts, what you choose to let ruminate in your mind really does become your reality. You know, so if the world around you is be fear, be in lack, there's not enough, there's stress, work, slaves, suffer, don't rest, don't, you know, like if you choose to like pick those thoughts up, which we all have, I have, it was definitely seasons where that was my thought process and my belief systems, because this is what's being shown to me. And then over time, my mind is like, baby, this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, my body is telling me this is not how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like, my first couple of videos was about human design. I think that definitely tapped in to help me a lot. But also, it's just a choice. Like, there are choices to be made. There are things to do. And there's, like, I'm currently reading a book called Freeing the Subconscious Mind. Actually, I butchered that title, but it's called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This is actually my wife's book, but when I get her things that are interesting, I start to read them with her. And it really just talks about the power of your mind and how, you know, your thoughts and your belief system about your health, about your wealth, about your abundance. It's like a lot of it is conditioning. So I've really been in this season of breaking my own conditionings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't fully break the world's conditionings or try to save the world. Like, I realize, like, that's not my play. I start with self, you know, and then it's like through your actions you can display that to other people. You know, if somebody come around me talking about being broke and lack, I don't judge them, I check it. You know, I check it not for them but for self, because it's like, if I can listen to you vent all day about not having money, eventually my thoughts are going to start to ruminate and I don't got enough money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be very conscious, you have to be very mindful of the things that you let enter into your crown, the things that you let enter here. So that is where my mental has been within the state of the world. Like, yes, prices are going up. Yes, there's tariffs. Yes, this orange nigga is the president. But what about me? What can I do right now to fortify my mind? What can I do now to shift my perspective, to cultivate more love, cultivate more abundance, more compassion, more understanding? And again, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human, and I have a Leo moon and a Virgo rising. So I feel like sometimes I be having to, you know, my energy be kind of rowdy, or I feel like I need to check some shit, or I feel like da-da-da-da-da. And those all are part of the human experience. It's all about the feelings and the experience in which you're tapping in with that really, you know, help you navigate the world, and not to reject. Like, when I feel mad, I feel mad. I don't try to reject the feelings of being mad. I don't try to like, oh, I need to be on my God frequency at all times. Baby, I ain't mad. This person got me fucked up. Whatever the case may be, or this thing is irritating me, or this is not moving in the way that I want it to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm human. But the thing about it is learning to express that, learning to release that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Learning to get to the root of the concern versus just letting it sit and not doing anything about it. But like, release that shit, talk it out, write it out, put it on some paper, record it, make a video, you know what I'm saying? Put it in a song. I write diss tracks all the time. You get me fucked up, I'm writing a diss track about you. It may never come out, but I'm gonna write a diss track just to get it out of my mind. And you know, that's alchemy. That's the way we alchemize. So yeah, I've just, you know, I'm learning to flow. I'm learning to just take it a day at a time, to be present where we're at. And like, that's the goal of the journey. And I really honestly want that to be the flow for my brothers and my sisters. And again, it's like, it's no pressure to get anywhere fast. There's no pressure to get to the end, because there's really no end. It's just deciding to learn or unlearn, okay? Deciding to become or to stay where you at. And that's literally as simple as it is. I really try to make this work simple. Even when I, as a reader and giving advice, I try to keep it as simple as possible. Like, you don't gotta go run to the ocean and be baptized 20 times to free yourself, baby. It's a simple pivot of the mind. It's a choice to think a higher thought, to move in a higher direction, to move your feet. You know what I'm saying? It could be as simple as, man, Spirit been on me to start writing more. Start writing. Spirit been on me to rest more, to meditate more. Just do it. You don't know what those little nudges are going to guide you towards something bigger. Sometimes we're looking for huge miracles, a huge sign, and the sign is, baby, sit down and meditate. The sign is, baby, sit at the altar. Drink more water, drink more juice, spend more time with your people. Spend more time in community, spend more time operating in love, elevating your heart posture. These things I feel like people skip on the spiritual journey because we trying to get to the magic of it all, like the ride the rainbow, be free, and it's all a part of it. But it's like, also, how are you operating in your heart? How are you operating when the doors is closed, the lights is off, and ain't nobody around you? When you in the privacy of your bed, how do you feel deep in your spirit? You know what I'm saying? That's what really matters. It's not about this foo-foo, put it on social media, teach a course, sell a product. Cool, that's all part of it. But at the same time, who are you inside? Who are you? What are you carrying? How do you treat your brothers and your sisters? You know what I'm saying? And these are things that I've had to check myself on, because like, I can't be a spiritual practitioner, but low key on the inside, I'm like, man, this bitch got me, and I'm holding on to resentment and anger and disagreements, and my heart posture is poor, and I'm not loving my brothers and my sisters in the way that God would desire me to. And again, not to say that I'm not good, that I'm not my divine source, because I'm not that. It's just sometimes God be checking you. Sometimes Spirit gonna check you to make sure you're really operating. So I feel like these last few years for me have been a season of God checking me in like the most beautiful way, because this is the first, these last couple years have been the first few years that I've been in community with other spiritual people, that I've been in the community with other people in general. I was coming from being literally not a recluse, but like living in my own world, not really on socials, not really giving information, not really sharing, not in, I work at a spiritual shop now, so I'm not even in spiritual community at the time, to now being thrown into a spiritual community and learning how to navigate other people and emotions and tolerances and things like that, and not being judgmental and not being, so it's just like having to unlearn to learn. Having to forget to remember. And obviously, when you're supposed to forget, that's part of the journey. You forget, you remember, you forget, you remember. And then one day, you don't forget. You just keep it locked in. You do, damn, this is a part of my knowing, So yeah, I definitely feel like, this season is not just for me, but for the collective and the community. It's just really focused on like your present. Focus on your minds, and also just live authentically. My favorite thing is fuck it, who cares? The perception and who's judging and who's watching and who cares? I really always ask myself when I go through my mental, battles of who's, what are people gonna think if I don't do this? And then I start asking myself, does it matter? I start looking at my bank like, do any of these followers is start money into my, like, does it matter? Is this, if your authenticity is being stifled and you feeling stuck in your spirit because of what a person could think or what possibly could go wrong or looking crazy, fuck it, do it anyway, who cares? The world's burning, literally, you know what I'm saying? If anything, you have it for your archives. If anything, you have it just to have it, to put it out into the world, you know what I'm saying? So this season is really just like, fuck it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of our minds. Let's move into our heart space. Let's move into our right side of the crown where God lives. You know what I'm saying? Because that is going to push us into our creativity more. That's going to honor our authenticity. That's going to honor our freedom. You know what I'm saying? And really just doing the things. Okay? So yeah, I don't want this to be like a long, super long video. I'm really just here to like chat it up a little bit. I do have more human design videos. I do have other things coming along the way. But yeah, drop below, you know, what you've been going through, how you've been feeling, what you've been doing to navigate, okay? So I definitely also, on the side, you know, for my spiritual girl list, if you want to know more actionable things that you can do consistently or things that can help elevate your spirit. One thing that I've been doing, or that I've back doing recently, is like tending to my plants. So like repotting my plants, propagating my plants, getting my hands dirty in some soil, things like that have been helping me just kind of like be present. Making sure you stay on your energetic cleansing, your hygienes, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's a spiritual bath, whether that's an egg cleanse, really just cleansing yourself consistently, keeping your frequency as high as possible, staying out of gossip, staying away from messy situations, messy people. A lot of these people, a lot of times we don't realize that who we are in connection to can literally either stifle our path or open our road, or open our path. You know what I'm saying? If you're around people who are sticking in the problem or always creating chaos, even if you're not involved and you're involved adjacent, baby, that frequency could jump. Energies like to jump. Frequency like to jump. So if you're on the phone with your homegirl all day or your homeboy all day, talking about other people's business, talking about who's who and what's what, who this, who that, baby, that energy is literally blocking you. So I definitely suggest keeping your mouth closed this season. Move in silence. Blessings are not to be shared with everybody. Okay? Blessings are not meant to be shared with everybody. Not Instagram, sometimes not your homegirl. Sometimes you just gotta sit with what God gave you for a little bit before you start, you know, telling the world. These are just things that we don't think about as spiritual beings that can stifle us. And it's not to say that you don't trust people, but it's also like some things you just in this season need to keep to self. You know, keep close to your heart, keep close to your spirit. Things that you've been praying for, manifesting, asking for, don't need to be shared with the world. Don't have to be put on the work in the world. You know, a lot of cool things happen to me on a daily basis, baby. I don't talk about it. I don't post about it. I keep it in my gratitude jar. I praise God. I praise my ancestors. I praise myself, and we keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't need to be for socials. Everything don't need to be, you know, a post online type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that Spirit wants me to speak on, because it keeps, this thought has been in my head, I've been noticing too. You can be successful and be great and have cool shit happen and not make it like a revenge thing. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that I feel like, you know, talking to people is like, yeah, I got this thing going on. I'm trying to show these niggas that I'm about that. Like, you don't have to do it like that. Like, you can really just take your blessings. You can really just honor your gratitude and just be in gratitude for the things that God and the Most High have provided. And it doesn't have to come with aha, like, watch me now, I did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I used to be, in my younger years, be like, yeah, I'm about to do this thing. Everybody gonna know who I am. And it's like, it comes from a place of like, I'm getting a blessing or opportunity, but I'm doing it in a way, or I'm presenting it in a way where it's like, I gotta prove myself, or I gotta show niggas that I can do it. And it's like, it don't gotta be that, baby. Just take your blessing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do it with a humble heart, do it with a grateful heart, and whoever see it, see. It don't have to be like no revenge thing. And I mean, like, that's been a theme lately that I've been observing. It was just like, okay, cool. Like, just be grateful. You know, it doesn't have to, I don't know. It's just, that's something Spirit's been on my mind to say. And I was like, I guess we're going to drop it in the video. But, yeah, like, I definitely feel like this season, just go with it. Just flow. Just run. Just, like, move your feet. You know what I'm saying? The only thing really holding you back is your thoughts. In order to reprogram that subconscious, you have to start with that conscious. So you hear them thoughts of failure and, you know, fear and limits and judgments and shame and guilt. All those thoughts could be ruminated on a consistent basis, baby. Start looking at them. Start checking them. Start questioning them. Start observing them. You know, don't just let them run in your head and wonder why your reality is not showing up that way, okay? Conditioning your mind to what's the best that can happen. What's the best case scenario? Things are always working out in my favor. Things are always in flow to me. You know, and I may do a little meditation on that future video, just like some higher subconscious thought meditations to kind of just help us reprogram our mind, because it's not easy, but it's practice. It's like, you can't be, you know, we can't say I tried affirmations for a week and it didn't work. Like, baby, you gotta keep doing this shit. Your thoughts have been so subliminally created that you don't even know that you think it on a daily basis. So your energy towards money, your energy towards love, your energy towards, you know, abundance and wealth in the world, you know, all of that has been conditioned growing up. So we have to start looking at the conditions and wonder if does this condition resonate with my spirit or not. Okay, so let's check my brain and see if there's anything else I have to say. Nope. No, I think I think we're coming to the end of the video. And this was, this was really for me. This is really for me to get my shit out. Because I don't really talk to the people in my business. I don't really put my thoughts into the world for real because it's just like, you don't need to know. But I feel like there's also seasons where other people, I feel like God is reminding me that my brothers and my sisters are also having the same experiences as me. And why not share it? You know what I'm saying? Why not? There's ways to put it out into the world. You know, some people are great with writing. So if you feel like, I want to blog my experiences. Some people are good. I personally would just rather talk. Writing, I'm already a poet, so sometimes I'll just get my shit off that way. But it's like when I really just need to express my beliefs and my thoughts and my experiences in my brain, I would rather just talk it out. Use that throat chakra a little bit. So yeah. Hope you enjoy the video. I hope it's not too long. I'm a yapper, so if you subscribe, just get ready for some more yapping. But I would love to know, where you guys are in your journey. How are you guys feeling? Does this resonate with your spirit? Also, what would you like to see more of from your girl? Because we're going to be consistent with videos and content and things. If you haven't, subscribe to my website, thirdeyeFreak.com. That's where I am going to be doing a lot of newsletters, and when I start doing more community things, I definitely will be posting on my website first. If you don't, also follow me on Instagram, thirdeye_freak. And yeah, if you cross this video, it's in divine timing for your spirit. Just so you can know that you are not crazy, that we are in this together. And help each other navigate in the world. It doesn't have to be a lonely experience. So I love you guys. I pray you have an amazing day, week, month, wherever you're at in the time when you're observing this video. And yeah, love y'all. Take it easy and talk to you guys soon.